Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Mitzvah Talk podcast, where I'm your host, MC Showtime. Thank you for joining me. I am truly excited today to have on a very special guest, someone who I had the honor of being the MC for both of her two children. And she's not only a mitzvah mom, but she's also an entrepreneur. And she's going to come on today to shed light on her business, shed light on her mitzvah journey, and just tell us a little bit about everything that makes her who she is. And today, that person is Raina Swirsky. Thank you guys. Oh, I'm so excited she is here. Ooh, Miss Raina. Hey, darling. Listen, sweetheart, I am so excited for this episode. I've been
I'm
waiting
so
for you.
excited.
I've been waiting for you.
This is like so. I am speechless. I am just so excited and honored to be here.
Thank you.
It means the world.
Thank you, my love. Thank you, my love. All right. So, we were touching just a little base on, where you grew up. What was it like when you got bat mitzvah?
Well, Showtime, that's a very good question because most people don't know I was not bat mitzvah.
Really?
Correct. So I grew up at the time. It wasn't mandatory for women to
Pull the mic a
have.
little closer. There you go. Right
Is
there.
that good?
Mm-hmm.
At the time, it wasn't mandatory for women to have bat mitzvahs. So yes, the boys all were having them, and I went every Sunday to religious school. And then when it was time to decide if I was having a bat mitzvah, my mom was like, "Do you want one?" And in typical fashion, I was like, "No, I don't want one." Like at that time, it was like a lot of work, right? So
Right.
it wasn't like I was told you're getting a bat mitzvah. I was not told you're getting a bar mitzvah. So I was like, all right. So fast forward, I have kids. I'm like, this isn't an option. You're having a bar mitzvah. So I made
Yeah.
sure both of my kids. I don't even think it's an. I don't know. I guess with girls it is an option. For boys, it's more mandatory. Just so you know.
Okay.
Yeah, I look back. That's another thing we can add to my bucket list. I will, in fact, have a bat mitzvah.
Oh,
We can add that
okay.
to the
Love
list.
that. And I know who your MC is gonna be.
Yes, we do.
Mm-hmm. Love that. Okay, so that interesting.
Yeah, I know. See, most people don't know that.
Yeah, did not expect to hear that. Okay.
Yeah.
So all right, so you didn't have that particular, journey. Did you go to Hebrew school?
I did.
Okay, so you did go to
I
okay.
did. Every Sunday, it was a Reformed temple, too. So remember, there's different types.
Right, right.
So in my temple, being Reformed, I went every Sunday, and I didn't have one.
Okay.
I know
okay.
it's a little sad, but I made sure both my kids, that's why we rocked it out after their celebration.
Okay, so just to fast forward a little bit, what did you do? Did you go to school or anything like that?
Oh, yeah. So I went to college
Okay.
at Binghamton University.
Okay, being nice,
I
very nice.
graduated with a liberal arts degree.
Nice, okay.
And when asked why didn't I go to like FIT, since I always knew I was going to have a career in fashion, my parents were like, "No, we want you to get a liberal arts degree at one of the universities."
Okay, to have
So-
options.
and have
options, yeah.
Which I have to say was a great choice for me
Okay.
because I really honed in on my communication skills, and I look back and I think of all the things I did and how that really helped, get me to where I am today.
Oh,
And so I like enrolled in one of the fashion training programs after college, which is how I started. It was a A&S training program, which really, for those of people that know, I'm really dating myself because A&S was like one of the first big department stores, which then became Macy's.
oh wow. Okay, a little history lesson there.
Yeah, a little history lesson.
Okay.
Most people don't know that. So I started my fashion training program after college
Okay.
at A&S, doing buying and so forth.
So did the aspirations for fashion, did it slow down? Did things happen? Kind of life came into play?
It never slowed down.
Okay, so how'd you meet Alan?
Well, let's see. That's a good question.
Husband, by the way. That's husband. That's husband. That's a quick little segue right there.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
we fast forward a bit there. We missed like half my career. No, but like so I was in the city. I had changed different jobs. I was in fashion. I lived on the Upper East Side, And Al lived on the Upper East Side too.
Okay.
So that's where we met
Okay. Okay.
in the city,
Um, during that time, you guys meeting, what were you doing at that time?
enjoying the city.
Enjoying the city.
I am a city girl through
Okay.
and through. You might take me out of the city, but I am at heart a city girl.
What was the job at the time?
Let's see. At the time, I was at Victoria's Secret Catalog.
Okay.
I was a buyer there for about 2 years, working with. That was amazing. It was. I was a swimwear buyer back then.
Ooh.
There's nothing people don't know about me. I'm jack of all trades.
Ooh.
I bought swimwear for the Victoria's Secret models back then.
Okay.
The business changed. I left there. I moved on to Lord and Taylor,
Okay.
where I was
Nice.
a buyer, and I was in their fragrance department. So I bought fragrances.
Very nice.
There's no jewelry happening just yet.
Yeah, yeah. I hear that. I hear that. I hear that. Yeah.
Fashion. Now
Right.
fragrances.
Okay.
It's great.
Touching on every little aspect of fashion, the
Yes.
little. Okay.
Yes, but all involving like sales and merchandising and marketing. So I kind of got my feet wet in a lot of different categories.
Very nice.
And then I left there and went to Anne Klein, where I was a director of licensing. And that is where I dabbled in jewelry because I was a product manager for different categories for the Anne Klein brand, and one of them was jewelry. So jewelry, shoes, handbags, a bunch of different categories. And the jewelry was a lot of fun. That was the one time in that history where I was in the jewelry world.
So that was your little taste of it at that time,
Mhm.
and then of course, when we get to it, how it came back full circle to how you use it now. Okay. So you meet Alan, Upper East Side. All right. You meet the boy of your dreams,
Yes.
and you go on to have a family.
Look at that.
Look at that.
You're doing all the things, right? Life tells you, move into the city, meet your partner, move out of the city, right? Doing check. I mean, I teach my kids differently now. I mean, it doesn't have to be so
structure,
which is the way we were raised.
Right.
It's different today.
It was that formula everyone felt they had
formula.
felt they had to follow for sure.
And I don't believe in the formula.
Yeah, that timeline, it doesn't really
Exactly.
exist. Create your own timeline,
Exactly.
create your own future for sure.
100%.
Okay, I love that. Now I'm assuming after getting ready to start your family, as you guys start to grow, you make the move to Long Island.
Long Island. So let's see. But Jake was born in the city. So
Okay.
Jake was born in the city. So we were there for 2 years. And then, as you know, he is a man on the move. So we had to move out of the city. And that brings us now to, let's see, he was 2, right? So 2000 and, what are we talking now? I don't even know. But he was in the 2s.
Okay.
So we were in the 2s, and that's when we moved out. And then I got pregnant with Shayna.
Okay. And you moved to where you're at now, Melville.
Yes, we're still there.
And this is where you've been ever since.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
And Melville's been your home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Long Island.
So yeah, you mentioned that you didn't have your own bat mitzvah, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now that you have your family and you're getting ready to have that happen for your children.
Yes.
Now it's kind of especially on Long Island, it's kind of like
Yeah.
it's the thing,
It's the
like,
thing.
if you're a Jewish kid, you gotta have a party.
You gotta have a party, and you gotta do it right.
So it's something that I found out here in Long Island that it is now it's the norm here, but it's funny how it's in like pockets, in different pockets, because it's funny. Like I grew up on Long Island, but I had never been to a mitzvah.
This is funny. This is a whole other.
So I didn't step into this world until I was 17 years old. At my first party, as a motivator, it was all brand new to me.
17 was your first party.
I was 17 years old when I first started.
And what was your initial reaction from that one time?
So it was a little bit of shocking at first because of what I thought I was walking into. So a friend introduced me and they asked me, because I had the energy and good dancers, like, personality for it, you should try it out. So my first party is like, wear all black. So he tells me to wear all black, and I'm like button down slack. He's like, yeah, button down slacks, all black. I'm like, okay. But now I didn't really ask too many details. So what I'm picturing are, the more orthodox curls and the
Right, you're
yarmulkes
picturing
and
conservative.
very conservative and the all black dress down, the women. So I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna fit in at this party. But I was completely wrong, and I walked into I forget the country club we were at, and it looked like normal barbecues, backyard sweet 16, type of vibes. The music was all, top 40 stuff, recognizable stuff. It wasn't Hebrew music, at that time that I thought I was going to be hearing. And no, it was your typical American party, and wow, I was blown away. And I'm like, you guys are going to pay me to do this? Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I hustle at home, Motown classes with my family for free. Sign me up immediately. So
Right.
I was excited to go ahead and start, especially at 17. This being a part-time job at the time. I do it full-time now, but at the time that was great money, weekend money for me, man. It was awesome. So to have that experience and it come out to be something that I didn't realize I was going to fall in love with, and I did.
Well, you definitely found your calling.
Oh, thank you.
There
For
is
sure.
no question. And
For sure.
I mean, you did both my kids, which was
Right. So yes,
Oh, sorry.
so
I
good
wanna jump the
segue.
gun.
That's
Oh,
good.
yes.
Let's get there.
Okay.
Let's get there. So we were saying how now you've have your family, you're getting ready to introduce your kids to it, and Jake's first. So what was that process like when you're like, all right, I'm getting ready to plan a bar mitzvah, and I have to get my kid ready for Hebrew school, and that whole process and planning, and did you shop around before you landed on me and all that type of stuff? Go.
Well, I have to say it's very important that there is no one type of bar bat mitzvah. Everyone has
Yes.
different budgets.
100%.
And
100%.
when I went into this, I said, you know what? We're going to do what works for us. And I think a lot of people think that they have to, like, yeah, you could be one of the moms that tries to keep up with the Joneses if that's you, but you have to, kind of say, well, what's going to work for us? What do we want?
And what's important? What's
And
important to you?
for us?
Yes.
So we discussed that, and it wasn't about me, it was about Jake
Right.
and what Jake wanted.
Right.
Now, as a boy, they don't usually know what they want in a bar mitzvah. That's not, a girl, that's a whole other story. But the boys don't really know. It's really the mom's party,
Right,
okay? The boys don't really know. So you kind of I welcomed the whole experience with open arms. For me, I enjoyed every minute of it. I wasn't one of these moms that was like, oh my God, like if this isn't like this, or no, it was because you're embracing the whole experience of what it's about. And so for me, maybe that's why it was such a blast.
Oh.
I don't know. I had
Insignia.
good people.
Yeah, steakhouse.
Yeah,
It was
I
Insignia
had
Steakhouse.
good people that I knew if I picked these partners, it would be amazing. And it was. So, and I think all of that contributes to the success of a party and the parents and how they approach it and all of that. So for me, I look back and I'm laughing inside because my son's graduating college this year.
Jake's graduating college this year.
I'm going to admit this on the podcast.
Jake is graduating college this year.
But I didn't finish the album. Don't tell Jake. But the big joke is I'm going to finish
None of you finish your albums
for his graduation gift. Don't tell him. But yes, still not done.
And albums, that's so funny. Just really quick, like none of you finish your albums. Like, and the ones that do, you know where they are? In our warehouse dusting. You guys, because you don't even pick them up.
No, I'm doing it. It's his gift. I'm getting it done. No,
okay.
Yeah, that's
So yes. So is Jake? Is he excited about having it? Did he go to some? As a guest, and he's like, you know what, Mom? I think I really want a party.
Yes.
So what was his?
I think because of where you live, and once they start going to them and see what they're about, they get into it. I mean, he was a shy kid back then. So to him, he was like, I don't know if I want it, this and that. But I was like, just go to a couple. You see how you feel. And, lo and behold, after you're like jumping around at these parties and you're coming home with enough swag to open a sports store, you're like, oh, maybe I should have one of these.
Yes.
So, he was like, yeah, Ma, let's do it. So that I got the green light. And then, because he was into sports, we picked a sports theme.
Oh,
and we
okay.
had a lot of fun with it. We
Okay.
did.
I remember JSPN we did, right? Yeah. Okay.
JSPN.
Okay.
Yeah, we did a whole sports
Right.
thing.
Right. Right.
It was at a restaurant. It wasn't
Yeah.
crazy.
I think we wore ref jerseys. I might have wore a ref jersey. I think I might have worn
You
one.
wore
I
a
think.
ref jersey.
Oh, good
Yes.
times.
And I'll never forget you introducing him, and he was so little, too.
Yes.
Now he's
Yes.
so tall. So
I
it's like,
saw. I saw some
it's
pictures.
so funny. Good
Okay.
memories. Really
So
good memories.
after you have your first experience, with Jake, and you have that first time around, I know for Shane it was completely different
Really
because
different.
one, we were also one being a female and a girl, and then the other is we were coming out of COVID
Totally.
at the time. So Jake's party, great time, loved it. You now have had the experience of dealing with vendors and booking your people and your team. So I would assume the second time around got a lot easier.
You would think. You would think. It was very easy with Jake, maybe because Jake kind of let me make all the decisions.
Okay.
Then you have a girl involved. Things need to be a certain way, and I think there's more expectations with the girl of having certain things, and if you don't have, and I hate that we live in this kind of world where like, well, if we don't have a couch for them to hang out, is that a bad thing? And then it becomes a choice. Well, maybe we do the couch and we don't have something else because couldn't have everything, right? Like
Right.
we
Right.
had to make choices, but like I look back at hers and I love all the choices that we made.
It was beautiful.
It was post. We were just coming out of
Coming
COVID,
COVID. Yep.
and I need to let people know that we had to reschedule Shayna's. Remember?
Yes.
And you came to the house on the day we were supposed to have it, or maybe it was her birthday, and we did a whole video.
We made TikToks
We
in the
made
driveway
TikToks in my driveway,
during COVID. That's right. That was during lockdown, the whole
and it was
quarantine.
amazing.
Oh my God, I remember
Yes.
that now.
You like were the hit
That was
for the
fun.
kids. Like,
Okay. Oh my God. Totally
Yeah.
forgot about
no,
that.
I don't
That
forget
was
anything.
good. That was in your
Yes.
driveway.
You
Oh,
came.
and that was during the time of all the drive-by birthdays, the drive-by birthdays.
Drive-by.
What a time we lived in. What a
I
time.
know, but we made the best
Yes,
of
yes,
it.
yes.
We did what we needed to do, and we still gave her a little like sunshine.
Yeah,
on that
yes,
day.
yes. I
Yeah.
remember a few of friends being there. Oh, yes,
Yeah, that
absolutely.
was a lot of fun. Remember when TikToks became like
That was the thing. Lockdown, everyone joined at that
TikTok.
time.
I even was doing TikToks at home, and like, okay, and so like we definitely did some things.
Okay, I love that. So now, when you had to postpone and move things to a new date, we enter now booking her party officially. So,
Yes.
if I'm not mistaken, Allegria Hotel,
Yes.
right on the rooftop.
Fantastic,
Beautiful,
yes.
beautiful space.
a
I love.
view.
Oh my God, that view is amazing
It
of
was.
the ocean there.
Absolutely.
But yes, I remember how nice the celebration was, but I also remember vividly because some kids were wearing masks, some kids weren't,
Oh yeah.
and it was a whole thing, at that time. But I say that to say that even with that going on, you didn't feel that necessarily in the room. It
No.
felt warm, and it felt there's still that same atmosphere as if we weren't dealing with with the outside world. But at that time, it was still a beautiful celebration, and of course, I adore your family, and that being the second time around, and then also having the pleasure of doing your brother's kids.
I mean,
so that was
have
awesome
done
too.
my entire family, my brother and his kids. I
Mm.
mean, you are part of the family. Like it was just like every occasion, but people need to know that like you just naturally make each party amazing. Like
Oh.
you just bring in the energy. Like I don't even have to tell you. All right, showtime. Let's make sure everyone's. You don't have to tell you. You just know. And at every single function, you've
Thank
done
you.
that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's something in me that I'm overly passionate about. It has been a blessing.
Shine.
Yeah, to have a gift that I say it all the time, like just
Yes.
a gift that brings joy to others. You can't ask for anything more. If it gives me purpose.
I couldn't agree
Yeah.
more.
To know that I'm contracted out 2-3 years in advance. It sounded crazy
Isn't
at
that out of
first.
control?
Now it's kind of the norm, but like at first to hear like people were coming back to book 2 years out, and it's like
and fighting over you.
yeah, and it's like, and then now I understand, mitzvah dates and school districts and everyone trying to get their stuff in before the next one,
Yes.
which is crazy too in its own world. But yeah, but a little bit about that actually. What was that like in the school district? Did you had to like meet with the mitzvah moms to pick a date?
Oh,
Like
there's a whole
a
spreadsheet.
whole spreadsheet.
Please, and I'm so not like there's a spreadsheet and there's the dates and you have to put in your dates and where are you gonna have it and like not everyone knows where they're gonna have it, but the
Right,
date
right
has
away.
to be locked
And
in.
right.
These dates you're not messing around. If and then you have to like negotiate some dates. Like sometimes people have some things.
Really?
So like yeah, it's and then some people want it right on the birthday and then there's holiday weekends and
That
it's,
people don't want to
people
do
don't
it. Yeah.
realize there's a whole market going on
Yeah,
of
yeah.
dates.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's all you don't see the moms.
Nah, no. I could only imagine some of the Ralph, like,
Oh, you have no
over
idea.
dates.
And that's just not my
who
style.
wants that Saturday night, right?
Oh,
That big
the
Saturday
nights
night.
are coveted.
Oh,
I mean, God forbid you don't have a Saturday night,
oh,
or if it's a twilight. I mean, but like, please.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
a lot of moving parts.
Yeah, and
There's
you
a
know
lot
what?
of moving parts.
That's for me, I'm not necessarily in that portion of it, but I get it because they come to me for the once they lock in the date, they're coming to me next, and I've
You're the entertainment.
in the past I've held dates for certain for certain people, especially repeat clients. I'll hold the date at certain times, but now I really can't hold it anymore because the way you guys
can't.
are with the dates, it's like
You can't.
you know what? If you don't have a deposit within the next week,
It goes fast.
the team's gonna I'm either gonna sell myself or the team's gonna sell me.
Yeah.
So it's so crazy that you guys have to like lock in stuff like that, like the madness of locking in a date. People that have like sweet 16s and things like don't really worry about that things or weddings and
But has
other
that
celebrations.
slowed
But
down though? Considering from COVID, I felt like post-COVID, people had calmed down a little. I think we're back to where
so
we were.
no, we picked up for sure.
We
We
definitely
got
are
back.
back.
So I want to say between 22 and early like 24, things were up and down. Like far as how many parties, like
Oh yeah, 20.
I came off of 2019, 2018, averaging 3 a weekend, 4 a
Oh,
weekend.
wow.
Like and that was crazy. Like just insane. I had no life, zero life. But I love my job, but zero life. But fast forward, it now is in the sense of it's still 2, 3 for myself in particular. The company's still doing 15, 20 jobs a weekend, but for myself, it's more so like I'm not. It doesn't feel like as like I said, it now feels like that. Like I have people reaching out for dates in 2030 is like crazy.
my
Like,
God.
crazy.
Really?
But now to feel that now, yeah, it was different coming back because people kind of realized during COVID that you didn't need to spend $60,000 to have a party.
What happened.
You didn't need to spend
Yeah,
$30,000
it
to have a
changed.
party, and it was like we're having these great celebrations with 30 people in my backyard. So we were doing the backyard parties, and as the venue started to open up and capacity got opened up a little more, it was like it was 100, then it was 150, then it got back to 200.
It got back.
So
then.
as it picked up, yeah,
It
because
didn't take too
people
long.
were losing money and venues were shutting down. So after a while, once we got back to full capacity, like that's when you started to see like the parties really starting to come back to life.
Right.
Once the venues really opened up again, and people realized it was safe to go back outside and and have these type of celebrations, and the scare was kind of gone. But yeah, they're still booking, consistently 3, 4 parties a weekend. It's just it's crazy to me, but
I saw
keeps
that
me in business.
also with me when I was doing the bat mitzvah moms. I
Right.
saw a big decrease because I do a lot of that for the bar and bat mitzvah.
Wait!
But
Don't go there! Don't
okay,
go there
but
yet! Don't
I
go
saw
there!
the same thing.
Oh, don't go there yet!
Oh, I won't
I
go
know
there
where you're
yet.
going with that. Don't
No,
go
no,
there. Yet.
no, but it just happened to come up.
Okay. All right. We did that. Okay. So we had these great celebrations where we got a chance to really build, I want to say, a friendship. And I adore her so much. And
Aw, right back at you.
after, it's not just the party. Like, I'm not just an MC that shows up on Saturday,
No, you're
says
not.
my thing on the microphone,
No,
and that's
you're
the end
all
of it.
in.
It's a process. I try to build a relationship leading up to the party, with the phone calls, with the emails, with
it
the
makes a difference.
with the
It's
with the go-overs.
personalized experience. You're
Yeah,
not
listen,
just
you're
an
gonna.
MC.
It's for me, it's not just another gig. This day is super special to your family and it's so meaningful. So I don't like to walk in thinking it's just another gig or it's just
No.
another party, because of what what it means to the families. So now that we kind of you've done the celebrations. I was saying, kind of built a friendship. So I remember you when you kind of, I think it was your first store. I think you might have been in. Was that your? I
When you
came.
came,
Came for
see, we
Valentine's
go
Day.
back
I had
here.
it.
We
Yeah,
got a
that was
lot of
that,
stuff going
and
on.
that was before COVID.
Okay, so that was.
It had to be like 2018, 20.
Okay, let's rewind here. So let's see, 2000 and God, I've been at a couple different locations, as you know. So I was at the Trendy Owl,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
So that
Yes.
must have
Yes.
been
Yes. Yes.
2016, maybe.
Wow.
So I started in 2014. So I had a couple of places. In 2016 was when you came to, I think, the Trendy,
Out as that's Plainview in
and it
Plainview.
closed because of
Right.
COVID.
Oh, okay.
It
So
closed during COVID.
I remember being there. You had your section in the store, and I had at the time, very single now, but my girlfriend at the time, I brought for Valentine's Day.
You
To
did,
go
yes, you
to
did.
get
I
some.
had a
Yeah,
Valentine's Day party, which I always do. Everyone knows I love Valentine's Day, and you came in full force. Yes, you did.
I love that. And she embarrassed me, guys. Celebrities. She's a
Yes,
celeb.
I did.
I am not a celebrity. Far from it. Maybe in the mitzvah world. Maybe a little bit in the mitzvah world. But
But you
that
did.
was great. I remember how warm and welcoming that was. So, where did Raina Rocks come from?
Wow.
What birthed Raina Rocks?
That's a good question, Showtime. Um, you know, Raina's Rocks was formed in 2014, February 2014. And it was something that I was toying with for a bit. I was at the time, I was a buyer for a couple years at a specialty store. And I was doing it for 2 years for this company. And I just felt like I give all of myself into what I do.
Mm.
And I was feeling like, where am I in this? Like, I'm now at an age where, like, I've done all the work. I have, I'm like, I was established. I was a mom. I was like, I need more than just working for somebody else. I felt like if I'm going to do all this,
Mm.
I'm going to do it for myself.
There you go.
So
There you go.
I literally, and I kid you not, woke up one morning. It was February 2014, and I decided Raina's Rocks was born. I had that name in my head. And at the time, I know it's going to be very hard for people to believe, but I was not on Facebook. I was not on Instagram. I had no idea how to do any of it. Now, right? Nothing. I was like, how am I going to do all this? And I just kind of figured it out. I did. And I started, and a lot of people knew who I was, and I marketed myself. And I remember when I had 200 followers.
How excited were you about 200
Oh my
followers?
God. I was like, wow, I have 200 followers. I mean, it was unbelievable.
Right.
And it was just through word of mouth. And I started doing pop-up shops where I would like move around. I was a traveling jewelry store. I worked out of my house. I would go here, I'd go there, I'd go to stores. I remember I had a partnership with a yoga studio where I would go once a week, or I would go to this other store that I knew, and people were very supportive. And so I was working at a clothing boutique at the time to help fund my business, so I had some money coming in. So I was, doing two jobs.
Gotcha.
And it wasn't until Jake's bar mitzvah, I remember, 2017, when I landed at, oh, now it's coming together. 2017 is when I went to my first store, like first brick and mortar.
Gotcha.
And then I moved to the shoebox, remember? And then I moved to Trendy Owl. And then COVID hit. That's a whole other story where I moved into my house for 2 years in my house. Literally. I
Right.
relocated my entire business, which is where I met Ashley, the head of my social media. Who was my, ride or die. And I met her literally on the beach during COVID. I have a way of picking people up along the way.
Oh my God.
And she helped me, and we worked on my website and all the things during COVID. And still, like all the moms, bar and bat mitzvah moms, because that is a big part of my business, I style them for bar and bat mitzvahs. And like we were saying, they still came to my house to style them for the bar and bat
I
mitzvahs.
love that.
They still came. Hershey would greet them at the door, walk them into the rock room, we would say, which was my living room, and we adapted.
Yeah, yeah,
And we
absolutely.
adapted.
You had to.
You know,
You
like
had to.
I always say, like if you could do anything during COVID, then you could survive anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you and I hustled during COVID, did what I had to do, and 2 years of COVID went by. Kind of giving you the fast
Yeah,
version
no,
here.
no, it's okay.
2 years went
Good,
by,
good.
and a friend of mine, Gabby, who worked at Penelope, opened her own store, Penny Lane, and I had the opportunity of joining her
Joining her.
there, which is where I'm now, and I have a
And where's that
beautiful
location?
Shop and Shop on Jericho Turnpike.
Okay.
And I've had the opportunity of really growing my business there, and all my bar and bar mitzvah moms come in there. It's my new spot. It's funny that we're talking about this because just on Saturday, I had the pleasure of styling a 93-year-old grandma. I kid you not. The mom and the daughter's coming in for this big bat mitzvah.
Aw.
And it really, like, going back to what you were saying, like, I feel such joy
Yeah.
being able to do this.
And are you
for
like kind of reliving the experience each time a
every
little bit?
time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, I really do, and I can kind of put myself in their shoes of what it feels like, and being able to be like, you know what, this is the easy part. Me styling you with your jewelry. This is the no stress zone.
Right, right.
Right. So that's my little take.
Right. So as you're dressing them up and you're styling them, but you're also giving them insights and
Yes.
calming them down.
Yeah, about everything.
Love that. Love
Yeah,
that.
so I get to kind of impart some of my wisdom, and a lot of them are, these are the younger moms now. I'm like an older mom now, so this is like their first bar
Right, right, right,
mitzvah,
yeah,
and they're
the
wrapped
first
up
time
in
around.
the whole thing, and they're complaining.
What do they need to do?
What
What's
am
next?
I doing? And the expenses, and they don't want to spend too much because we already know they're spending an arm and a leg on the dress because the dress has to be,
Yes.
So when they come to me, I'm like trying to keep it, on budget,
Right, right, right.
affordable, but still making them feel beautiful. So I just love, like you said, being able to give my little contribution to
Right.
their special day
Right.
in our way, and it brings me such joy.
I love that. And having your business. Is there any talks of possibly expansion?
Always.
Always,
Oh,
always,
yeah.
always.
There's always
Ooh.
stuff that come up.
Anything brewing right now? Any new plans in the works? What's
You
going
told me
on?
There's always something brewing.
Okay, love that.
Ashley will kill me, but there's always something brewing. I can't stop. I won't stop. Like, I'm sorry. I feel like a lot of things have been happening this year. I feel very blessed that I get to do what I do every day. I don't know what the future holds. I don't know which way it's going to go for me, but I feel like I have grown in different areas of my business.
Right.
I've had a lot of different opportunities present themselves to me, and
Right.
I'm very open to all of it. I
Love it.
definitely expect to be doing this for many years to come. I'm
Yeah.
not sure in what capacity, but
Yeah,
I'm not stopping.
I didn't
anytime
expect,
soon.
I didn't expect to be in the business. I'm here now going in year 21. Like it was, I had other aspirations, coming out of college, coming out of high school, I actually only attended college for like a day or two, and I ended up finding my calling. So
Yeah.
for me, I was at the right place at the right time when I met the friend that introduced me,
Never know.
and I'm forever grateful. He's still one of my best friends today. He's actually a DJ in the industry as well. And I just never thought like it would take me where I'm at now. And you mentioned, wanting to, have something of your own.
Yeah.
That's why I started the podcast.
I get it.
For me, it was, I want to do something within the industry, but I didn't want to start a company. Everyone does that. Guys
Yes.
get popular and they start their own businesses, and which I probably could have and been great at it. But
Sure.
for me, like that, I'm not really big on the business aspect. It gets a little ugly behind the scenes.
I
You
know.
get personality change a little bit. You gotta be a little aggressive to get where you're going, and I understand that. So God bless all the businessmen out there and all the owners.
I get it.
But for me, it's just like, you know what? I just want to be a part of the business that made me and the brand that made me. And how can I give back to that brand? But I want to be able to also have something of my own with it. So I'm like,
100%.
you know what? I got 20 years of experience. You know what?
You have
Let's just talk about
so
this.
much
Let's just
experience.
talk about this and bring and shed light on the scene that people don't know about. Like I said, I grew up on Long Island and didn't know about the parties until I started going to them. Like my family still today kind of
Oh my God, they're
like, what do you do exactly? Like, what is it? The parties, they get it now. They get it now. Let me give them a little more credit than that. They get it now. But in the beginning, like my mom just thought I was going to parties. Like,
yeah, what are you doing?
the talks of get a real job in my life,
Oh yeah.
get a
Oh.
real
Oh yeah,
job.
I got that too.
What are you
Yeah.
doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? That's not gonna last. Pick up something. I'm like, you know what? I'm doing it because I fucking enjoy it. I'm like,
100%.
it makes me feel good. And I was like,
Bring
I,
out the
I'm a, I, ca-
F-bomb
I
because
refuse to do anything
I get
that I
it.
don't enjoy. Like I can't sit behind a desk. Like I not 9 to 5. It's just not for me. Like I can't, sit still. And I found this love for this, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna run with this. And now I'm transitioning to having something of my own in this industry. Something I could call my own, and it's not necessarily, a company, but it's within the
Oh,
industry
it's a
still. And
company.
I'm not gonna just highlight my brand. I have this to highlight everyone in the industry that had some successful part in it, and the ones that contribute to it, the business owners, the dancers, the motivators, the photographers. I want to give everyone a chance to come on and give their stories and shed light on the mitzvah scene and tell their journeys about it. I think my journey has been pretty cool
I,
for
I
certain
have to
people.
I have to say your journey is have I mean it's unbelievable that you just shed this light and you say how you get such joy from this,
Yeah.
but it's true. And you're this mitzvah talk, it's kind of unbelievable that no one has ever done this before.
Hey,
Like,
oh my
how
God.
amazing that
Yeah.
you started
Yeah.
this. Like, where has it
Yeah,
been?
and as a
Like,
as a black guy too,
what?
like you would
I
thought
mean,
you would think a Jewish man would have started a long time ago,
right? So
you
you
know.
showed them,
But hey,
right?
listen, I stepped into the hot seat, like, and that was one of the things I did too. Like I
Like,
researched,
why has
I
that never
looked
been
into,
done?
like I was YouTubing. I'm going on Google.com looking up. There is nothing,
Nothing.
nothing. I think there was one YouTube clip, but it wasn't like a show. It was just him talking about his experience or his party, but it wasn't like a show. And I'm like, no one's doing this. Okay, you
It's
know what?
unbelievable.
Let me give it a shot because it's huge in the tri-state area, and it's not just Long Island. Like
It's not just Long Island.
I had the pleasure of having Evan Tabak is the owner of ET Events,
Mhm.
and great guy. He purchased ET in 2022 when the original owner sold, and with the purchase, the expansion of us now at this point, we're now all over Connecticut,
I,
of course, Long Island, in the city, in Jersey,
Westchester,
yeah,
yeah.
West, and it's funny also seeing the different kind of personalities in the different areas because
Yes.
long Connecticut kids versus Long Island
Oh
kids is
yeah.
night and day. It's
Oh
night
yeah.
and day, and I say the Long Island kids grow up really fast. They grow up really
Very
fast on Long
fast.
Island, very fast. So going to CT, seeing the kids there, it's a completely different vibe. Like their dresses are below their knees, like the boys.
Dresses are below
But
their knees.
oh my
Are
God,
you
yes,
sure?
yes. And it's the boys. They're still kind of separated, boy and girls. At the parties, the boys are still kind of shy. But these kids, what I've noticed, like, and it's a little sad too, but the kids out in Connecticut, they show up. They show up for the guest of honor. Truly
Yeah,
show
they
up
do.
for the guest of honor.
Yeah.
They don't care what's there. They don't care about the swag. They
No.
don't care what we're handing out tonight on the dance floor.
No.
They genuinely want to be there for wherever that kid is. And that kid, invited 50, 60 kids. And these are her
That's what it's
close,
all
this is
about.
what the close circle is about.
Yeah.
And you see that versus sometimes when I see 180 kids
I
at the
know.
party and the
I
kid's
know.
only friend with 10 of them.
I
It's like
know.
you just invite the grade just cuz. It's like, but you can feel you can feel that chemistry in the room with the families when it's genuine and people want to be there for that person, or it's just another party for them. They just got
Correct.
invited to another party. And it's sad to see, but like I said, there's a big difference in seeing that in the different areas, and it's it's unfortunate because kids should be kids no matter what areas we're in. The kids should
I
feel like
know.
kids and
I
show up for
know.
the parties. But Long Island can sometimes be more of a competition than it is,
So that's just reality.
than it
It's
is,
just
yeah,
reality.
than kind of forgetting the whole, what you're working towards in that responsibility, becoming a man and woman in your religion, and what that
It
means.
gets
And
lost.
it gets
It
very lost. Yeah,
absolutely
yeah,
gets
yeah.
lost.
So
But
I
I think
see
it's
it.
the job of the parents to sometimes reel them in.
Yeah,
Some do a better job than others.
yeah.
But yeah, I feel it's the job of the parents to reel it in and as to what it's
Um,
all about.
so to really quick to go back to your business. Once upon a time, your Instagram got hacked.
Oh my god.
What was that? What was that
Oh,
like? I'm sure
trigger.
that was annoying.
Trigger. Oh,
Oh, trigger.
I just got like my heart just. That was a nightmare, like
Mhm.
absolute nightmare.
This is like I remember you having a decent amount of followers at that
Oh,
time.
Not like now.
No,
I
no,
mean,
no. Now it's
I
amazing.
worked really hard for this.
Yeah,
number.
yeah, yeah. Round
I mean,
two
I'm
was
gonna toot my own horn, but I got
no, no. You
21,000
came back even
followers.
stronger.
I came back fierce. So all I can tell you is, it's like when they knock you down, you just keep coming back.
Keep coming
Well,
back.
all
Keep
I can
coming
tell
back.
you is, to make a long story short, it was right before Mother's Day. It was 2022, I think, May of 2022
Okay.
or 23, one of those. But I always show my wrists in a lot of, well, in the earlier days, I always would show lots of stacks with mixing of what I have with what is new. And I guess at that time, AI was getting involved with some of the big brands. I'm
Mm,
not going to say the brands, but there
right.
was a brand in question that I guess has some kind of AI capability that, runs through Instagrams, and saw bracelets of mine that are real but mixed in with jewelry that I sell, and was questioning if they were real or not, even though I wasn't selling them. So
Oh,
one thing about Instagram is they don't
wow.
really give you a warning. And so they immediately took it down. And the problem is with Meta, you can't communicate with a person.
Right,
And I
right.
tried and I tried, and they literally just shut you down and saying till further notice, no Instagram. So
Wow.
you're like,
Even if
okay.
you report it,
So
like
you
you go
report it
right, right.
on the Meta system.
Yep.
You report it, and you hope that someone's going to get back to you right away, which they don't.
Wow.
And you're like, I remember from May till July, I had no Instagram. Now, as you know, as a small business,
Word of mouth, social media, the
it's
way,
everything.
yeah.
So what did I do? Well, I
being
had to
seen.
use Facebook as much as possible, the Facebook business page,
Right, right.
in order to promote.
Did that help in any way?
Well, I'm already on it anyway,
Right.
but I have Instagram also. So not having Instagram, which is really the main feed of my business,
Yeah.
was I just had to just old school it, meaning like people
Right.
would come in, obviously 80% of my business is in store.
Right.
But the social media is what helps drive the
Drive
people
them to the
into
store.
the store,
Right. Correct.
or get new business.
Correct.
So that was really hard. So I tried and I tried, and I would go back and forth, and somehow I uncovered it, and I realized when they sent me a bunch of pictures, all the common element was this one brand, which I don't sell, but I personally own, which they should have been thankful that
Right, right.
the brand was in there.
Right.
So I had to hire a lawyer.
Get out of here.
I
Oh
had to hire a
my
lawyer.
God.
Yeah. I had a very good lawyer who was very sympathetic to the plight for a small business. And they sent a letter. And once I finally got the lawyer, within 48 hours, we got some traction.
That's insane.
It was
Like
out of control.
that's
It
insane.
was out of
Like
control.
yeah.
And then I had to do the things like you got to get a blue check, which gives you another level of protection
From
These are
Meta?
things
Like,
people-
what
no,
what
you
protected me from AI? Like
from like being knocked down, like from like
that's
from
crazy.
like
So it helps with your algorithm in a way.
Yes.
Oh my
So
God.
I gotta tell you, here I am, a little small business. At that point, I had 5,000 followers, shut down, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do about this? Now I could have been like depressed, like, oh my
and
God.
just let it. Yeah.
No, but I had to get up every day, put on my rocks, and sell my jewelry,
Yeah.
and promote what I could on Facebook. And finally I realized after, doing some due diligence and talking to people that had a similar situation who put me in touch with her lawyer to get this rectified because
Yeah.
it's sad. Like
Yeah.
it's like
yeah.
ridiculous. Like why me? Like I'm just a little guy.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
so that was fun.
I totally understand. I totally get that. Like,
I forgot about that, and so you
yeah.
just reminded me. And like, so now
I remember that being a thing, and because myself, I'm like, yo, she was killing it. I'm like, that's that. Cause I just can only imagine how annoying that was.
it was very
But to
upsetting.
see you bounce back the way you did, like, and what are you at now, followers? You said 5,000 at that time.
21
21,000
and counting.
and counting. I love the and
And
counting. Let them
counting.
know. Let them know, boo. We
Yes.
still going
Go
up. We still
Ash.
going up.
Yeah. So
Okay, that is cool. So, shout out to Ash.
Ash, my social media
Wow.
guru. We love
Kudos
her.
to you for making that algorithm work for her. That's awesome. That's really cool to hear. So Ashley, listen, you need another part-time job of anything like that. Listen, I'm working on my followers too.
I'm not sharing her. She's
That's,
all mine.
oh, she's
No,
not
that's
sharing
okay.
you.
No,
Oh, that's how
share.
valuable you are. I
Only
love that.
special people.
Listen, it's okay. ET doesn't share me either. Like I get it. I get it. When
Only
you're
the
valuable and
special.
you're a good asset, yeah, they're not sharing you at all.
She's allowed with special people.
Oh, I love that.
But I'm thinking back to that. It was around this time. I remember it was around pre-Mother's Day. Like it's just amazing when you think back. Like every business has its struggles, right?
Yeah, for
But
sure. Yeah, we had to bounce back from COVID.
COVID,
Yeah.
another one. Like
Mhm.
so, I think to all the things that you and I have done over the years.
Yeah.
We keep going.
Yeah.
We just
Listen, it
keep
doesn't.
going.
It shows that there's no quitting us.
No,
There's
we're
no quit.
hustlers.
Yeah. People wanted me to walk away from the industry when COVID happened.
Sure,
Like they
it's
was
a good opportunity.
yeah,
a good time
you
to
go
walk
start
away.
a new job, start a new career. You go back to school. You could do this, take online classes, and all these opportunities. And the more and more I heard that, the more and more I got depressed. Like,
Yeah, I know.
so I fell into TikTok like heavy because
But that was great.
it
for you.
allowed me to be that entertainer I wanted to be.
Yes.
And also and still engage with people and still bring joy to people and people say, "Oh, that dance was cool, man. Thanks. I needed to watch that today.
Yeah.
That was awesome."
Yeah.
And I was making so I found that way of engagement to kind of pass the time. I was still in the office doing little things behind the scenes, helping people move their dates and suggestions on what they should do.
Yeah, but you were
To
TikToking.
yeah. Oh my God, I was
I was
TikToking my
rocking,
butt
you
off.
were
Oh my
TikToking.
God, it was. It was so fun for me to find that, but yeah, it was just sad. So like yeah, I had no intentions on filing a new career at all. So
No,
I'm
I
like
know.
hell no, I'm gonna ride this out because the world is coming back. I don't care what people say.
It's coming
We're
back.
coming back. This is not gonna last forever.
No.
And I was like, and I will be super sad if I decided to find another career and then this opened back up like the way it did. I'm like, no. So I didn't take that chance. A lot of people did walk away from the industry. We know we lost.
Oh, yeah, a lot of
Yeah, we
businesses
lost
folded.
talent.
Lot.
People moved on, and coming back, it was kind of a new search. Now I gotta find new talent. Now I have to go out and see who's that next thing. Because another thing where I'm at in my career is I'm ready to prep that next talent. Like I'm trying to train that
Oh.
that eager 18, 19-year-old that has that that
How's that
that
going?
drive, and it's not going great. Kids these days, like
I
the
was just-
drive, man,
Exactly.
it's
I was
not
just
there,
gonna
man.
Say that.
Talent, they want to come in and make top dollar without working for
No
it.
grit.
And it's like,
There's no
dude,
grit.
like you gotta start from the bottom, man. Like my first party, like I made pennies. I'm like, you guys don't understand. Like you can't come in and say, all right, this is my number. What have you done with no resume? And they just think because it's a party, like they can just put themselves out there. I'm like, yo, there's a whole formula to this, man.
Mhm.
And you cannot just walk into a party and think you're just gonna do great. Even as a dancer, walking into a party, there's a formula to it. So
You're gonna find
it's
it.
not
You'll
as
have
easy,
the
but
right
I
guy
know
coming.
that person is coming.
Oh yeah.
And we have great talent here, but I'm looking for that next time. We have
The
talent
next
that's been
Showtime.
here. Yeah,
There
exactly.
is no other
That's-
Showtime. But
That's another
the
thing in our
next
industry.
Showtime.
It's hard. You can't replace personality.
No.
Like I can't be replaced. You could always bring in another good talent, but replacing you can't duplicate what I do and things I say and how I move and how I engage. But I can give them a formula to use their personality to do it. Like I can give them the guidelines on what you should say, the time frames on when you should do things, and then you throw your personality into it. Like once you have a structure, you're great. Now just be yourself. Whatever that is for you, however that personality shines, whether you're a huge dancer or you're a funny guy and you say jokes on the microphone.
Mhm.
Because listen, not all MCs are great dancers. Some of them are great voices.
Yes.
They're not great dancers. So
Yes.
they have that niche for them. Whatever that niche is that can take you in this industry, you find it through repetitions and having to be in different crowds because no party is ever the same. So you can't think something one time is gonna work and then it's gonna work another time. Sometimes it can, but
You mentioned something about niches. I want to go back to that
yeah,
for a
go
second because, you know, like you said, there's only one you. No one can replace you, right? Like people have always challenged me, there's so many jewelers out there. There's so many jewelry stores, that the competition is fierce, yada yada
yeah.
yada.
Hmm.
But there's only one me. Just like going back, there's only one you.
Yeah.
What we bring to our industry, to our craft,
Yeah.
is unique to us.
Yep.
We each offer our personalities to the nth degree. I know I'm speaking for both of us because I know that we're both very genuine and authentic about what we do.
Yep.
So, to all the naysayers who say, you're just one of many, that's right.
Yeah.
We're not. And that's why people come to us
Yeah.
for what we do.
Our personalities go a long way. Sometimes it's just feeling genuine, and we don't necessarily, people don't feel like I'm a salesman. You know what I mean? Like I'm not here to break the bank for you. Like
No.
that's not my goal here. Like I understand it is a business. We need to make money. I understand, but there's a smooth guideline to present yourself to someone without feeling that you just want to take from them. It's like I don't need you to spend top dollar, have a
Because you're
great
being
time. You know what I
genuine.
mean? Yeah. I'm being real because from where I come from, like I these parties are over the top.
I know.
They're over the top. Like I grew up with backyard barbecues, fun zone. Maybe Adventureland was over the top. Like so, like I've been to some Sweet 16s, but they're at Knights of Columbus, the VFW. Like they weren't. So
very different.
to see this type of money, like I've been to big weddings, but to see this type of money spent on a 12 and 13-year-old party,
I've
that's
been there.
that's where I'm getting at, is seeing that because
Yes.
you don't normally see that. So
And God bless to those people who can do it.
yeah. And
But-
listen, whether you spent $5,000, you spent $50,000.
Doesn't matter.
I treat every party the same.
Exactly.
My approach to the party doesn't change because of
No.
how much money you spend.
No.
I still want that kid to have the time of his life.
And
I
you
still
do that.
Yeah, I want them to walk away and your friends and family to walk away having a great time. So it doesn't matter how much you spend truly. Like
It doesn't matter.
Like that's least important. But yeah, if you have the means to do so and go over the top, amazing. But sometimes the celebration gets lost, it gets lost. But all right, this has been amazing. I have been
So
a great
good.
time.
So
All right,
good.
but one of my final questions.
Okay. Oh God, here it comes. Wait, let me get a sip. Hold on. By the way, look at this cute.
Let me get a
cupcake
sip too for this
coffee.
one. Yeah.
Look at this cute.
I
cup.
love that, and I realized that
See?
before. I was
Look at
like, the
that.
Raina rocks. I'm like, look at her
This is a Jake.
promo in the video.
This is a
I love the
Jake
promo.
gift. So good. So good. All right, I'm gonna
The
sip
Raina
this.
rocks. I love it. I should get an ET mug in here. That's a good idea, actually. I need to get some ET props in here.
Yeah, get one.
Okay.
Oh
Let me
God,
take a sip.
this is a good one.
Here we go. So, super important. Like,
Okay.
I just need to know. I just need
Oh,
to
God.
know. How do you put up with Jeffrey Edis? Like, how do you deal with this man that we love so much?
We love you so much, Jeff. But to know him is to love him and to hate him at times too. But that's okay.
Come
We
on, give
love
us the
him.
real sister. Give us the real
all
sister.
good. Oh, he's, one of
Oh.
a kind.
One of a kind.
He's one of a kind.
Jeff, I had the pleasure of also doing two of his wonderful children. And wow,
Amazing.
yes. Him, Mel, I mean, the family, some of the realest people, and they will not, they will not
There's no-
fake it. There's no bullshit.
BS there.
None, zero, man.
Watch
They come
out.
correct, and they know good vibes. They fill people out, and that's also felt in the room with your guests.
Yes.
You guys don't invite the Joneses just cause. Like,
No.
nah, the people in the room are your people. Like, that's your people. And Rob, love you. Um, my man, Mr. Rapper's Delight himself.
Oh yeah,
Legend, Mitzvah legend,
yeah,
by the way.
seriously.
I love that man. But just that crew, man. Oh, Glenn. Oh my God, Glenn Spiller.
They have a
That
party
that
crew.
I just
They have
love
some
that
party
crew.
crew.
Huge. Love you, huge.
So good.
But just I bring that up because
Yeah, you're
of
part of the family. I mean,
yeah,
you and I go way back.
watching and being part of you guys celebrations and feeling that love in the room, that for me goes a long way. Raina, this has been great.
This was fantastic.
I
I mean,
I've had such a
when are we
great time.
doing this again?
Oh my God.
Next time I'll bring
you
the
know what?
rosé.
Maybe we'll switch up and like do it in your store or something.
Ooh, that would be
Ooh, I didn't even think about
fun.
that.
Oh,
You know,
we're gonna find another. We're gonna do something.
okay, we'll do something when you start to transition a bit. Some of your new things happen. When
Absolutely.
you got some new stuff
Well, we
to
got
tell
some
me.
holidays coming up and some
Yeah,
things, so
for sure.
we should yeah, we'll sidebar on that.
Okay,
Some
okay.
ideas.
But this is great. Listen, guys, Raina Rocks. Location. Where are you?
I am at Penny Lane, 340 West Jericho Turnpike, Huntington.
Say it one more time, a little
Oh,
closer. Make sure they
I forget to talk
make sure they
into the
hear
mic.
you. Make sure they hear you.
Okay.
You want the address out there. Go ahead.
Okay. Penny Lane, 340 West Jericho Turnpike in Huntington. It's on Jericho Turnpike going west. I'm in the boutique Penny Lane.
Okay.
Rain
Please listen. Springtime for all those spring mitzvahs coming up. Go see Raina. She'll take care of you.
I got you.
Get you all pretty, all that good stuff. Get you all glittery, shining like you should, because you guys are stars on that day. But again, thank you guys for tuning in.
Thank you.
This has been a great time here with Raina. I'll catch you at the next one.
Such a blast. Oh my God, I can't.